years of ministry, I've met some very interesting people who we shall say they're tuned into different frequencies. And there was a woman in the early days, in the beginning of the ministry, I wasn't prepared for it, but early days of ministry, there's a woman who just called up, found my mother's phone number, and called up and just would be whistling. My mother saying, what kind of people you have here? I don't know, Mom. You know, there was a guy who would come up every week. I can't explain. Every week he'd come up and he'd always ask. We didn't know what was with. He would always ask, "What about Herod? What about Herod?" Every week, what about Herod? And one day I said, he wasn't a good guy, and he was happy. The guy was happy. He got his answer. There was a woman who had a whole wedding and reception hall planned for her and me, but I never met her. And she called to tell the ministry she was coming to pick me up. That weekend I went into hiding. There was a guy who came up on stage one day and said, "I'm here, I'm playing the piano." Some of you, and doing the altar call, comes up and he said, "I'm here to kill you." And I said, I started messing up on the piano. I said, "Can you let me finish this first? Could you do it after I do the altar call?" We've seen people very friendly, but who thought they were Jesus. We've seen all, and God, but we got to pray for them, of course. And listen, and everybody has their thing. But I want to show you something here. It says in Proverbs 16:3, uses the same word as here, GALAL, and it says, "Commit your works to the Lord." Now listen, "and your thoughts will be made strong," will be established. What's it saying here? The word here, same word, GALAL, commit your thought life to God, roll your thoughts to God, commit it to God. And what it's saying is the word means stable. You're going to have mental, emotional, well-being stability. If you can't commit to God, you're going to be unstable. But if you can commit your thoughts to God, whatever it is, okay, Lord, I give it there. As Paul said, you can actually cast down thoughts. You actually have control over your mind. You can have mental wholeness of being. And everybody's from different places. And undoubtedly, there's people who gone through a lot in this area. You can have stability. Commit your thoughts. Roll each one to God. Maybe it's a crazy thought. Roll it to God. Roll it to God. Roll it to God. Now listen, here, and some of these people, and some of the people have come and never commit to anything. And then, then you hear later, we heard reports they've been committed. I said, well, that wasn't the commitment we wanted. Now listen, I know many of you, I know you very well, and I say this with love, you really ought to be committed to God, to what He has for you. God, that's the thing we need to be, and I stress that.
To find out how you can receive more of Jonathan's teachings, to receive special free gifts, or get in touch, go to hopeoftheworld.org or call toll-free 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's hopeoftheworld.org or call 1-800-YESHUA-1. That's 1-800-937-4821. You can also get more at Jonathan Cahn's Facebook page or write us direct at Hope of the World, Box 1111, Lodi, New Jersey 07644, USA.